It's time for our monthly edition of the High School and Collegiate Series, live at the Oasis. I'm Jeff Anderson here with the Denver East High School Jazz Combo under the direction of Keith Oxman. Here we go. You're tuned to Live at the Oasis, the High School Collegiate Series, right here on Jazz 89 KUVO. And tonight we're featuring the Denver East High School Jazz Combo under the direction of Keith Oxman. And Keith has handed the mic off. What's going on?
Hello, we are the fifth period jazz combo, also known as the Imperfect Fifth. That first piece we played was written by myself, Honey-Hochstadt, and our pianist, Brayden Winters. That was Sweet December.
All right, the Imperfect Fifth. That's a music joke, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Okay. Just trying to help out our audience at home, you know. All right, what was the name of the tune again?
That was Sweet December.
Sweet December. Okay, very nice. All right. Hey, Keith, welcome back.
Thank you, Jeff. It's great to be here, and thanks for having us.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, always look forward to East coming down here. You guys are pretty much regulars.
It's 24 years.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's a good track record.
So, so the soloists on that were Perry Honey-Hochstadt, Noah Vaughn, and Brayden Winters. The next piece we're going to play is by our tenor player, who unfortunately could not be here tonight. Their name is Chaz Waldron, and this is called Get Chazzy. And solos will be by Ben Brown on guitar, Isaac Ellie on trombone, Brayden Winters on piano. Get Chazzy.
All right, we're live at the Oasis on Jazz 89 KUVO. It's Denver East High School, live at the Oasis right here on KUVO under the direction of Keith Oxman. Keith, as I recall, you put a pretty big emphasis on student compositions.
Yeah, I think it's important, for them to experience that. And I know for me, it was always something I didn't want to do. And it can be difficult. It can be daunting, because what do you do? Where do you start? But yeah, it's important.
And so as a result, pretty much everything you guys play is the student compositions. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. At the beginning of the year, I think we did some, they weren't so standard, but some of the repertoire that was written by, the greats, but have to move away from that.
Moving on, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a good experience to write your own tune and then have the whole band play it, huh?
Well, yeah, it's. I think it gives a buy-in and definitely saves budget money for buying music.
Oh, now we're getting down to it.
No,
Okay.
that's not the reason. But I think it people are more likely to buy into it if it's their music, And this band, wide variety of music, and I feel like they've got a sound that's theirs, and that's what it's all about.
Well, and you've got a pretty good-sized band here. I count about 13 players. And
Well,
so
we have 14 usually.
14, okay. That's right, your tenor players.
And
missing.
depending on the day and how fascinating lunch was, it could be as few as 3 or 4, So
Well, anyway, what I was trying to point out is that...
you asked, man. I was
Yeah.
just answering the question.
Well, I appreciate the candor, yeah. But if you're going to write for this band, you got to write for a lot of different instruments.
Well, yeah. Are you thinking about joining this band? What do you play?
Yeah, I'm not good enough, Keith. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to turn the mic over to our next composer.
My name is Emerson Vaughn, and this next piece is titled Last Minute. Enjoy.
All right.
Yeah, he just came up with the title like about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So.
It's called Last Minute.
Yeah. So, and the soloists on this are Emerson is playing first solo, then Isaac Ellie, Ben Meyers, and Quinn and Reily. And I should mention, Quinn is playing drums on most of these. The very first piece, Ben Brown played drums on, and I believe the last piece, correct? And everything else is Quinn. Okay, this is Last Minute.
All right. You're tuned to KUVO. We're live at the Oasis. That's the Denver East High School Jazz Combo, known as the Imperfect Fifths, under the direction of Keith Oxman. Say, I might mention that besides going out on the radio, we're also broadcasting this on KUVO's YouTube channel. So if you're listening on the radio and you want to watch it instead, go to YouTube and type in KUVO and it'll pop right up. Plus, it'll be available later, too. You can watch a rerun again and again if you'd like.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, for posterity. Hey, Keith, this is your last year.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, 24 years at playing live at the Oasis, is that right?
24. Yeah,
and
24.
probably even more than that at East High School, is that right?
Well, no, I think it started the first year at East.
Oh,
And I was
okay.
there 24 years ago. One of the students from that first group, he was a senior in 2000. He's going to be visiting us in a couple of weeks, spend some time with the bands. Dr. Nieto.
Doctor now. Nieto.
Doctor. He was
Okay.
a handful back then, but he's Dr. Nieto now.
Well, that's pretty cool. So, do you have any post-retirement plans you can tell us about?
I'm going to be here probably weekly. I wouldn't say annoying, but I'm going to be talking to you. We're going to have a lot of conversations, you and I, about jazz. No, I just want to get better as a musician. Really lofty goals, I guess. That's it.
Okay. Well, I thought you were pretty good already, but I suppose
not really.
No. Okay. All right.
No, not so good.
Okay.
But I'm hoping to get better.
Well, it's good to have goals.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to turn the mic over to our next composer.
Okay.
Hello, good evening. I'm Jed Rooney, and this is my piece. We called it Technical Difficulties because we had trouble writing it out on the software, and also it's kind of a little bit of pain for the rhythm section. But the soloist on this piece will be Emerson on electric guitar, and then myself on bass. Thank you.
Okay, we're live at the Oasis here on KUVO, the Denver East High School Jazz Combo. Hey, you're tuned to KUVO. We're live at the Oasis with the Denver East High School Jazz Combo under the direction of Keith Oxman. All student compositions here this evening.
All of them, all of them.
So what is some of the advice you offer to the students on composition?
Do you want the truth, or should I make something
No, lie
up
to
that
me.
sounds good? Well, we have
Truth, please.
the truth. Okay, so much for the extensive classes. I try to honestly stay out of their way, because if I start talking about my ideas, then that's what's going to happen, and I think you'll see it by the end of tonight. These compositions are all pretty different, and so I guess what I would tell anybody is, if there's something you like, steal from all the greats, but don't steal the whole piece, but little things here and there. That's what we all do, and then just turn them loose and give them some staff paper and pencil and paper, pencil and staff paper, and write something. So,
Well, how much is done on the computer now? We had one fellow talk about the software.
I think some of them do use the computer, but there are a number of people in here that just old-fashioned software of paper and pencil, which is, I think, the way to go. I can't even imagine using a computer to write.
Because, I mean, there are computer programs that will transcribe for you. I mean, if you play a melody...
but I think you use paper and pencil, yeah, Brayden, and I think Jordan. I think several of you guys, I've seen them paper and pencil. So
Helps with the thought process, I guess, to think it all the way through rather than turning part of it over to a machine.
I think the computer's too slow. So I mean,
Oh.
by the
Oh.
time you have to write, and at least for me, I can't.
Well, you're an old guy, so, like me, the computer...
Flattery will get you everywhere. Yeah,
Kind of foreign territory sometimes.
yeah.
All right, so what's up next?
So Perry.
Hello, my name is Perry Honey-Hochstadt. I wrote this next piece that we're going to be playing, which is called Where's Perry? This piece was inspired by a cartoon platypus who shares my name. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Where's Perry.
All right,
Teenagers are strange people.
some platypus music. Hey, we're live at the Oasis, right here on Jazz 89 KUVO. That's the Denver East Jazz Combo under the direction of Keith Oxman, live at the Oasis here on KUVO.
Soloists on that were Perry Honey-Hochstadt on alto, Brayden Winters piano, and Ben Brown on guitar. Forgot to mention those.
All right. So, Keith, before you hand the mic
Sure.
off to our next composer, does the band have any gigs coming up?
Well, the school things, we have the Arts Walk. We have Dazzle on April. I'm getting them mixed up. We have a recording session in March. Dazzle on, I can't remember if it's the 24th or 25th of April. And then the Arts Walk and like that.
Well, playing a Dazzle's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
recording is not bad either. I mean,
No.
outside of KUVO even.
Yeah.
Well, it's recorded tonight,
And
so, you
it's-
know.
Yeah, we might want to use some of those if you guys will let us on
Yeah.
our recording.
Okay, it's okay with me, but, you know,
I'll check.
I don't have
I'll
any
ch-
authority.
Yeah, I'll check.
Sure.
So here's our next composer.
Hello, my name is Lucian Manthey, and I wrote this next piece called Look Up. And our first soloist, we have an opening solo by Emerson Vaughn on guitar, and then a solo by myself, and a solo by our violinist, Ellis Scoville, sorry. Jordan, oh my God. I'm like switching around the people's names.
We are the Imperfect Fifths.
Well, you know, do a little improvising, no problem. All right, you're tuned to KUVO, live at the Oasis. Hey, you're tuned to KUVO. It's the Denver East High School Jazz Combo, known as the Imperfect Fifths, under the direction of Keith Oxman. Well, Keith, we had a violin solo there. I noticed you've got a couple of violins in the band. Not unheard of, but a little bit unusual for a jazz band.
I think it's great. I wish I would have done more of that in past years. We've had some violins in the past, but never two. And I wish I would have done more of that.
And they're kind of playing horn type parts, aren't they? As opposed to some kind of lush background that
Right.
you hear a lot with horns.
Right.
Okay, well, something a little bit different.
Yeah. And the tune was a bit different too. Really nice tune by Lucian.
All right.
Can I hand this off?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Sorry, next
let's talk to our
composer.
next composer over here on the keyboards.
Hi, my name is Madeleine Senger. My song is Golden Haze. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, no, I don't have
So the soloists on this piece are Madeleine Senger, piano, Lucian Manthey, trumpet, Ella Bygrave on violin, and Quinn Reily on drums.
Okay, we're live at the Oasis on KUVO. Okay, it's KUVO, it's Denver East High School Jazz Combo, and Keith Oxman is sort of in charge here, although there's a lot of student participation.
I think you could make an argument that these students are in charge. I think you could make a strong argument. They run the rehearsal. I get to sit there and enjoy watching that happen. But
Well-
like today, I mean, I don't think I said anything.
Teaches them some leadership qualities, right?
I'm learning a few myself from watching them.
Okay. So a few minutes ago, we talked about some upcoming concerts for the band, but Keith, you've got a gig coming up in about a week and a half, something to do with Sonny Stitt?
That's already coming up, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
February.
Later in February.
Yeah, and
Week
I guess
after
that's for the
next.
gift of jazz.
Right.
Yeah, it's.
Is it on your calendar? You look kind of surprised.
I was thinking it was further out, but I guess that is in a couple weeks. Yeah, it's with Stu McCaskey, Kenny Walker, and Todd Reed. And it's
Okay.
much of the music Sonny Stitt played.
Yeah, why Sonny Stitt?
They called me and they said, we're doing it. Well, he turned 100 February 2nd, and they said,
Okay.
we're doing a concert for him. And how do you turn that down? So,
All right.
yeah, but no, it was Gift of Jazz's idea.
Okay, well, it's going to
Yeah.
be fun, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, meanwhile, back in the Masterpiece studio, what's
So
up next?
I have just a question. This next one really features our two violinists, and can you hear the violinists on that side? Are they coming out? Because I was standing here. I just want to make sure we've got them so we hear them, because this kind of features them.
Well, you know, there's a couple things going on. There's the sound in the room here, and then there's the sound going out in the broadcast, and sometimes they can be a little bit
So the
different.
broadcast, I'm sure, is fine. I just heard it before in the room, but I was standing over there. I don't mean to be difficult. Actually, I do. But anyway, I'll turn this over to our next composer.
Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Scoville, and I'm one of the violinists here in the East Jazz Combo. And so I, like Ella, our other violin player here, am mostly classically trained. And so this next piece, A Ballad of Mine, was kind of my first foray into composing for a jazz ensemble. So this, without further ado, this is Winter Rain. Solos will be myself, Ben Brown on guitar, and Brayden Winters on piano.
All right. It's the Imperfect Fifths from East High School, live at the Oasis.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're tuned to KUVO. We've got a live broadcast going on. It's Live at the Oasis, the high school and collegiate series, this week featuring the Denver East High School Jazz Combo under the direction of Keith Oxman. Well, Keith, we're getting towards the end of the hour. I wonder if it might be a good time to maybe just introduce everybody in the band. Make sure that we get credit to everybody here.
Sure. On violin, Jordan Scoville and Ella Bygrave. Alto saxophones, Perry Honey-Hochstadt and Noah Vaughn. Our tenor player, unfortunately, isn't here, but certainly should be mentioned as a fantastic musician, Chaz Waldron. On trumpet, Lucian Manthey. Trombone, Isaac Ely. See who else. Jed Rooney on bass. Quinn Reily on drums. Ben Brown on drums or guitar, and guitar. Emerson Vaughn on guitar. Ben Meyers on guitar. Madeleine Senger on electric keyboard. Brayden Winters on piano.
Okay, what's up next?
We have one more, and I want to also thank you and KUVO for allowing us to do this. This has been a great experience for all of us. Thank you.
Well, it's always a nice time when East High School comes down here, and Keith, we're going to miss you after you
I'm gonna
retire.
miss you guys too. But I may be back.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Brayden Winters, and the last piece that we have prepared for you tonight is a bit of a Latin suite that I wrote myself. It's comprised of one piece that I'm reviving from our set last year entitled I and the R, followed up by a piece that I wrote more recently called Lynn. Thank you. Oh, wait, our soloists. On I and the R, we'll be having myself soloing on piano, Perry soloing on alto saxophone, and Jed soloing on bass. And then on Lynn, we'll have Ben Brown soloing on the drums and Jordan Scoville soloing on violin.
Okay. East High School Jazz Combo, the Imperfect Fifths, live on KUVO. Hey, you're tuned to KUVO. We're live at the Oasis. That was the East High School Jazz Combo, known as the Imperfect Fifths, under the direction of Keith Oxman. Well, Keith, we're going to miss you next year.
And I've got to say, these guys, I can't tell you how proud I am of them. They've really worked it, and it shows.
Great sounding band this evening. All right. Okay, need to make a couple of announcements here. Special thanks this evening to the Bonfils-Stanton Foundation, also Drum City, Guitarland, and Wheat Ridge, owned, operated, and staffed by working musicians since 1965. Schmitt Music in Englewood, specializing in pianos, keyboards, band and orchestra instruments, sheet music, and more. Thanks also to Grace Design Pro Audio in Lyons, Colorado, and to donors to the Carlos Lando Musician and Event Fund, and with support from KUVO Student Club and Studio Club and Beat Collective members. And today's broadcast was engineered by Klaus Larson. How about it for Klaus, huh? Also, video production this evening by Mark Mantour Larson and by Alex Kennefic. So thanks to those guys, too. All right, well, I'm Jeff Anderson. We're wrapping it up here from the Masterpiece Studio here at KUVO. Thanks for tuning in. It's been the Live at the Oasis High School and Collegiate Series. Coming up next, it's the Night Beat on KUVO.